Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your connection to the person that you are or were dealing with, but still needing to learn the most from right now. We're looking at all three sides of it. We've got your energy toward it, their energy toward it, and the energy in between it. The concept being that there are three sides to every story. So looking at your version of the truth, their version of the truth, and this higher level unbiased truth in the middle. This middle section focused on what is the purpose of the connection and what is the best way to move forward in order to align with your higher self. These energies can absolutely be swapped. So if you resonate more with the energy to my right than to my left, or if you're a cross watcher then vice versa, do know that that is totally fine and totally normal. The point of these readings is for you to take what resonates and helps your personal situation and leave what does not. These will not resonate fully for everyone. I have a different tarot deck for each side of the connection that we'll be diving into, but as always, I've gone ahead and pulled the overall energy and clarified that, so we'll jump into that in just a second. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. All right, Scorpio, this has been a tough one for you. On your side of the connection, you have Stormy with the Four of Cups in reverse. I can already see where this is going, because this is basically saying this has been a very difficult connection, or at least time in this connection, but your priorities aren't straight, because I feel as if, Scorpio, you are not prioritizing yourself. I feel like you're prioritizing this person. Now I say that because this person's side of the connection, they have shadow with the Three of Swords. I feel like this person has a lot of pain, and they act kind of solely from their shadow side, that unhealed, triggered part of them. And I feel like you know that and maybe have a lot of empathy for them in that sense. But then at the same time, allow your empathy to overpower the love and empathy you should have for yourself. So I feel like there's a pretty big lesson to be learned here in that sense. I'm not saying that this connection can't happen. I'm just saying that making sure that you are putting yourself first, no matter how hard that is. Now, when you're in a healthy connection, it isn't 50-50 all the time. Sometimes someone has to give, 70% because the other person only has 30, and vice versa. But it's making sure that you eventually get reciprocated. On days where you can only give 30, this person is willing to pick up the slack and give 70. And if they aren't, then that's when you kind of have to take a look at things and be like, am I getting what I need and deserve out of this connection? Now, in between this connection, for the truth of it, you guys have transmute with the Fool in reverse. There is a new beginning that is available here for both people, whether that be within this connection or not. I'm not sure yet, but I do feel like the lessons in this connection are to be used to transmute into better for both of you moving forward, whatever that looks like. But let's start, Scorpio, with your side of this connection. So Scorpio side of the connection with Stormy and the Four of Cups in reverse. So Scorpio side of this connection, please. One more. Scorpio side of this connection. Okay, I lied. Now one more. All right. What does Scorpio need to know about their energy toward this connection? Interesting. Okay. So there's that Three of Swords. Same Three of Swords as we have right here. That's in reverse, but so are these. Okay, that's interesting. Empress in reverse, Devil in reverse, and Three of Swords. Okay. I mean, right off the bat, this is an energy of not choosing yourself, of not putting yourself first. I feel like you have an attachment to this person. I feel like you really see this person through the eyes of like rose-colored glasses. Like you're able to see what this person could be, or what you guys could be together, or the potential that exists in this connection. And so you've become very attached to that potential. You become very attached to the idea of the person that you could be should this person show up as their best self for you. But it doesn't feel like that happens. It feels like you consistently get let down. by this person's actions or inactions. And that leaves you kind of stuck in that stormy kind of energy. I feel like you feel like, I feel like this connection, maybe not for all of the Scorpios in this reading, but the way that this connection affects you very well might spill over into other aspects of your life. Meaning that this kind of stormy rain cloud that this connection provides for you kind of starts to affect everything else you have going on. So if the connection isn't going well, it feels like your life isn't going well. And that's a pretty good indication of an attachment. Not that that's a bad thing necessarily, because attachments can be our biggest teachers. But I do feel like there is a lot to be learned from what is really going on here. You could be dealing with fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You definitely don't have to be. But I do like to call those court cards out as I see them. All right. This is for Scorpio's side of this connection. One more. This is for Scorpio's side of this connection, please. Scorpio's side of the connection to the person they are dealing with. Scorpio, I feel like you kind of have your heart closed off to anything else other than this connection working out. And that is this kind of, you're kind of chasing it. But the underlying fear, or the underlying energy for chasing, is fear. So there's a fear that you either, if this person doesn't love you, you're never going to be loved. Or if things don't work out between these two people, you're never going to find anything better. And that fear is overpowering what could really be true for you. Now remember, your beliefs are the root of your results. What you believe about your reality is going to be what you experience in your reality. But I feel like you believe that this person is the key to your happiness. First and foremost, no individual person can be the key to our happiness. We have to find that within ourselves, and then our reality and the people around us reflect that back at us. But yeah, there's that devil. It's the attachment. Your attachment is keeping you chasing this. It's like you want this. And I feel like you want it because you believe that it could, you believe in the potential. And I do get that. Trust me, I understand that. So no judgment here. But living and hoping for the potential of someone is, and loving the potential of someone is loving someone who does not exist. And it is not fair for you to keep yourself trapped in experiencing this disappointment and sadness and just the energy that you've been kind of stuck in for the sake of hoping that somebody decides to show up for you. And it's ultimately show up for themselves too, right? Because I feel like this person puts a lot on you, Scorpio. This is Scorpio's side of this connection. More. This is for Scorpio's side of this connection, please. Okay. All right. Well, let me see. Yeah. Okay. I don't need any of that. Two of Swords, Hermit, Moon, Six of Swords in reverse, Queen of Cups. You. Whether you're male or female, does not matter. This is water sign energy, and I'm definitely seeing it as your energy. There is a need for you to do some introspection, do a little bit of soul searching on why you're so stuck on this connection. Because I do not feel like this connection gives you what you deserve. So why are you so stuck on this specific connection? And I'm not saying like you're doing this intentionally. That's why there's like this need for soul searching, right? Because what it's saying, I mean, this Six of Swords in reverse is literally a card of being stuck on what doesn't serve you, and then the Moon card being fear. So there's a fear that is keeping you stuck on what doesn't serve you, which kind of seems to be this connection. Because I feel as if, because things aren't moving forward. There's no doubt about that with the Chariot in reverse. Like, things aren't moving forward. This is a very, like this, I don't know if this connection is like over and done with, or if you've reached like this point of stagnancy, or if it's in separation, or what's kind of going on here. But I do really feel like there's a need to get to the bottom of why your attachment runs so deep with this person. Because there's a reason. There's always a reason, right? And again, it might not be one that you're consciously aware of. So there's no need for shame, and there's no judgment here, because I've been there. But there's something more, because this is literally saying like your priorities aren't straight. And this is keeping you in this stormy energy because your priorities aren't straight. So there's a need to do a little bit of digging here, a little bit of soul searching with the Hermit, because I feel like you're needing to shine a light on something that is this connection's purpose was to bring to light. Scorpio's side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. Oh, and you could be dealing with an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I didn't call that out. Or you could have it in your chart. Scorpio's side of this connection. Okay, so you have with had and have expectations of this person, and of this connection that just seem like it's never met. Like, you expect them to show up for you. You expect them to treat you with respect, or to love you in the way that you deserve. And they don't. Over and over and over again. And I feel like it gets you, like that's what keeps you in the stormy energy, which we've already kind of talked about. But you see this connection as this Sun card, as the key to your fulfillment, the key to your happiness. I feel like, and I've already said this, but no person can be the source of your happiness. And I feel like in trying to make this person the source of your happiness, you're trying to be the source of theirs. Because I do feel like this person has been or is going through a lot. And I feel like things kind of fell apart here in this connection. And I feel like ever since that happened, you've been possibly trying harder to get them to, it's either things fell apart or the pieces never came together. One of those. But the further away from this that it feels, the more energy I feel like you give to this, which then just drains you. Because everything you give out, if you're not getting anything back, or if you're getting negative energy back, you're not investing in what serves you or what makes you feel loved and appreciated and deserving. And there's a need to do a little bit of reevaluation, you know? This has been a very painful connection for you. There's absolutely no doubt about that. Like, I see that and I feel that for you. But I just feel like you don't want to keep yourself stuck in experiencing that pain, right? This is Scorpio's side of the connection. Ooh, there's a breakthrough. There's a breakthrough that's needed here. Maybe you've already had it. What is this breakthrough? I want to clarify this Ace of Swords. This is like seeing the truth. Like, breakthrough is kind of like seeing the light. Clarifying this Ace of Swords. Clarifying this Ace of Swords. Didn't give me any more information. You have the 5 of Cups, the Emperor, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Swords in reverse. This person continues to disappoint you. And the loss that you already feel in this connection, that continues to get bigger. But it's almost like it's all leading you, because this is the 8 of Swords. I mean, this is my favorite card in tarot. This is getting yourself untrapped, unstuck, freeing yourself from limiting beliefs that keep you trapped in investing in things that don't serve you. And those remember, 95% of your movements, choices, and decisions live in your subconscious. You might not be fully aware of these limiting beliefs. You might not understand why you're so attached to this person, or why you can't break free, or why you feel such a pull to them. But there's something that's trying to be brought to the surface so that you can see what's really going on here. Though I feel like for some reason I'm not getting what that is. Maybe we'll see that in the truth of the connection. What was that? Okay. I mean, there's a lot of love here. Scorpio side of the connection. One more. Scorpio side of this connection, please. Okay, so there's the 8 of Swords. And then there you are as a King of Cups. Ooh, okay, hang on. So I need to clarify this 8 of Swords. Let's try this again. Clarifying this 8 of Swords for Scorpio. These are the limiting beliefs. What are the limiting beliefs that Scorpio has regarding this connection? Ooh, okay, so we saw that King of Wands in reverse in the beginning. And it's, to me, this is kind of alluding to this message right here, the Empress in reverse. Your limiting belief is that you have to like sacrifice yourself or your needs or your worth in order to receive bare minimum love. Because I don't feel like this connection actually made you all that happy. I feel like you saw the potential of what it could be. It either didn't or doesn't make you all that happy. It's like you see the potential of what it could have been or could be. And that's where you believe your happiness lies. You don't believe your happiness lies in the connection as it is and as it was. You believe your connection or your happiness lies in the potential of what it could be. And so hard truth time, Scorpio, you're more in love with the idea of what this person could be and not necessarily the person themselves. And that's very common. But I do feel like that's where the soul searching needs to happen, because there's one thing I realized when I was dealing with a connection that I just could not let go of, like for the life of me, for years. Like I was stuck on this connection. This connection treated me pretty poorly, but I was super stuck on this connection. I had a lot of different reasons why, but I realized over time that I was really in love with the idea of what this person could be, the potential that this person had. And my current partner is literally the potential that I saw in that person. So the potential that you're looking for when it comes to love, the way you want to be loved, the way you want to feel about the other person, the way you want to experience that's possible. Now, don't idealize love. That's not necessarily what I'm saying. It's not an idealized version of love. But the partnership that you want to have, all of that stuff that you're looking for in this person, it's possible. It just might be with someone else. And that's scary because of that attachment to this person, but that's where your limiting beliefs are taking over. You believe that this is the only person that could ever make you happy. When in reality, they very well might be the person that's actually keeping you from who could make you happy. And again, no one can make us happy, but can align with what it is we deserve, which adds to our happiness instead of takes away from it, right? Like this person has been taking away from your happiness. This person's energy towards Scorpio. Shadow with the 3 of Swords. This person's energy towards Scorpio. This person's energy towards Scorpio, please. This person's energy towards Scorpio. Ooh, this person had, well, okay, hang on. No, this is for you. This is alluding to your 10 of Cups in reverse, okay? Because you have the Page of Cups in reverse. This person, literally what this is saying is this person doesn't have the emotional maturity to live up to the expectations you have of them. They are literally not capable of it. Something my therapist once told me, which is absolutely applicable to this and which has saved me from some serious rabbit holes, is that sometimes when people don't show up for us or don't choose us or don't treat us the way that we deserve or love us the way that we deserve, we have a tendency to take it very personally and to think like, oh, they're not doing this because I'm not good enough for them. When in reality, it's not that they're not doing it because we're not good enough. It's that they're not capable. They're not healed enough. They're not in a good enough place. They're not, they don't believe in their own worth. Therefore, they can't believe in the worth of everybody else, right? Because they see the world through the projection of their own unworthiness, the belief of their own unworthiness. And so there's so many different things that can play in. And that's what I'm saying with this person. This person acts purely from their shadow side. They're hurt. They're projecting. And it just doesn't have anything to do with you. Now, there might be a part of you that's like, oh, well, I'm willing to wait for them to heal. Why? First of all, there is no guarantee that this person is going to decide to heal. And that whole time that you're waiting and investing in them and, choosing them over your own potential for happiness, you are allowing this rain cloud to control your life and to be such a big part of your experience. And that is just so not what you deserve. I've been there, but I wish someone would have told me these things when I was dealing with it myself. This person's energy towards Scorpio. This person's energy towards Scorpio, please. This person's energy towards Scorpio. They're running. You had the chasing, they had the running. You're chasing out of fear, they're running out of fear. Ooh, whoa. 7 of Swords with the King of Cups. I feel like that's your energy again. Ooh, that's in reverse. Yeah. This person does not know how to be vulnerable. It's like, it literally feels like they just do not have the emotional maturity and emotional awareness to be what it is that you deserve. And like, I wish I would have understood at the time when I was dealing with this that it had nothing to do with me, because it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Now, that doesn't make it hurt any less, right? Like, it's still painful and it still affects you in pretty major ways, but it doesn't mean that you're undeserving. It just means that this person isn't capable of giving you what you're deserving of. This person's energy towards Scorpio. This person's energy towards Scorpio, please. I feel like they play mind games. They mess with your mind, and maybe they even create expectations for you. Maybe they tell you, wow, oh gosh, okay. I mean, this is like an energy of being emotionally manipulative, mentally manipulative. Like, this is not good energy. Now, they might like tell you things that you want to hear, but then go and do other things. Maybe a bit deceitful. I feel like this is not good energy. I mean, these three, the King of Cups, Swords, and Pentacles, all in reverse, like, that's not someone who is open and available and able to love. That's someone who is doing their best to control the people around them so that they can stay in control. Now, this Four of Cups in reverse, right? Same as what you're dealing with right there. Your priority is them, their priority is them. To the extent, not like their priority is them in a healthy way. It's like their priority is them to the extent that it hurts others. And that's not putting yourself first. Like, choosing yourself and putting yourself first is very different than only prioritizing yourself, right? Like, choosing yourself is only damaging to people who benefit from you not choosing yourself. Putting yourself first to the extent that you don't care about anybody else's feelings, that is damaging to people who don't deserve it. And I feel like that's kind of where this person is at. Little bit. A lot of it. Selfish. Now they're doing it because they're hurt, right? Hurt people hurt people. But that's not an excuse. Being hurt is not an excuse to hurt other people. We are adults. We're adults. We have to take responsibility for our own healing. It is not up to us to heal others. Now, I can speak so confidently about this person and how they feel and what they're kind of going through because I've been this person. I've been this person before. And I didn't even realize I was doing it. I didn't realize how I was hurting other people. I would control and manipulate and try to keep people close because I was desperately afraid of being alone. I didn't know how to be alone, but I also didn't know how to receive and give love. Now, I'm not saying like this person deserves a free pass because you can have empathy for them, right? The people who stood up to me in my past and said I'm not putting up with this and walked away from me were the people who finally made me realize that I needed to change. If the more that someone enabled my behavior, the more that I would continue that behavior because I had no reason to change. I didn't even really realize I needed to change because I was in full on survival mode. But I've been on both sides. I've been the person who, was over here, and I've also been on the receiving end of this kind of treatment and behavior. And so I understand what it's like to on both sides. I really do. And that's why I like doing readings like this, is because there really are, so many different ways to look at the perspective and be like, yeah, this person is hurt and they're doing their best, but their best isn't good enough for you. And that's okay. That's not a selfish thing to say, I deserve more than this. This person's energy towards Scorpio. This person's energy towards Scorpio, please. See, they did have love here. But I just feel like, well, first and foremost, I feel like you were very different for them. With the Hierophant in reverse, you were very untraditional for them. You weren't what they were used to when it comes to the people that they're with, or however the situation worked out for you, or is for you, because this could not be romantic, right? This could be a friend or family member, coworker, I don't know. But you're very untraditional for this person. And I feel like that added to them running from this because it was very like uncomfortable for them. And instead of handling those uncomfortable emotions and working through them in a healthy way, I feel like they projected and reacted and kind of got the hell out. And it left you being like, what just happened? And I feel like that's another reason why you're having such a hard time working through this is because of that. Wow, I just realized this is an incredibly long reading. All right, this is this person's energy towards Scorpio. But it's not that they don't have love or didn't have love for you. It's that they are incapable of it. This person's energy towards Scorpio, please. Huh. Let me get more on this. Clarifying the Seven of Wands in reverse. I can't tell if this is alluding to your energy or if it's their energy. Clarifying the Seven of Wands in reverse. It's not that they don't feel a loss. It's that they don't believe they're... Well, hang on. It's not that they don't feel loss. It's like they don't trust themselves. They don't trust themselves to be what you deserve or give you what you deserve or treat you right. They know, they just know they're gonna mess up because they just don't have any self-control or something. I don't know. It's like they don't trust themselves. But then at the same time, they don't really have any intention of changing. Because the Death in reverse, it's like resistant to change, hesitant to change. Seem more resistant. So it's like they recognize that they didn't or don't treat you well, but then at the same time, it's like they're kind of just like, well, yes, that's just who I am, and they're just kind of going about. Oof. I feel like they're not self-aware, they're not emotionally aware, they're not emotionally intelligent. They don't have what it takes, Scorpio, to give you what you deserve. And I feel like you've sacrificed so much to show up and be what they deserve, hoping that eventually that would turn into them giving you what you deserve, but it just never seemed to happen. This person's energy towards Scorpio. This person's energy towards Scorpio. Okay, hang on. One more for this person's energy toward Scorpio. This person's energy towards Scorpio. This is more of a message for you to close out this reading than it is it is coming from their energy, but you have this devil. I talked about this attachment, right? This attachment-based connection. It is a cycle for you, Scorpio, to receive less than what you deserve and believe that that is enough, or to receive less than what you deserve and fight to receive more and then never receive more. And this person, they kind of, I don't want to say they are the devil, but they are the devil in this cycle. They're the manifestation of the energy that's keeping you trapped in this cycle and believing that you are not deserving of more. Therefore, you stay and you fight and you hope for things to change, for someone to choose you, for someone to show up for you, to finally start loving you like you deserve, and it just never happens. And I feel like it is so important that you recognize this cycle and understand that you are not here to save or fix anybody at all. I had someone comment on one of my videos where I mentioned like someone being a little bit of a lost soul, and they said they're not a lost soul, they deserve so much love. And I said everybody deserves love. Absolutely. Everybody deserves love, including the people that don't know, that don't know how to give it or receive it. Those people deserve love just as much as anyone else. But it is not up to us to sacrifice the love that we have for ourselves in order to save other people. Because the more we try to do that, the more disappointed we're going to get. And the more we're going to find ourselves believing that that is all we deserve. And the more you believe that, the more you receive that. All right. We're going to hop on over to the extended, even though we're almost 40 minutes of this reading. We're going to look at the truth of this connection. You have transmute with the full and reverse, 9 different messages to pull, and then an advice card to pull at the end. Thank you so much, Scorpio, as always, for your support of my channel. I do hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Scorpio.